Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of the business studies is product development. In the topic of product, in the topic of marketing mix. So concentrate yourself. This is one of the very important topic. So product development. Planning the product mix requires the continual development and launch of the new products. New products are needed to replace the products coming to the end of their life cycle and to keep up with the changes in the market. So these are the reasons due to which companies are producing more and more new products. So number one, the products which are coming to their end of life cycle, this is the one reason to replace those products. And number two, to keep up with the changes in the market. So the needs of the new needs of the customers should be fulfilled. This is called new product development. Stages include, so these are the stages which include in the product development. It could be from customer suggestions. So this is one source from which an idea can come, customer suggestions. Employees, creative idea or brainstorming. We are discussing different ways of generating idea. So customer suggestion is one of these sources through which we can generate idea as a businessman. Next is it could come from employees. Next, the idea could come from creative idea or brainstorming. Next, idea could generate from identifying gaps in the market. Next, generating idea can come from research and development department. Next, generating idea can come from sales department. And next, we can generate an idea that can come from competitors' product. So these are some ways through which we can generate an idea. Next stage in the product development is select the best ideas for further research. So as a businessman, different kinds of the ideas are coming into the mind of the owner or the management. So the next stage will be to select the best idea out of these ideas. So this is the next stage in the product development. Select the best ideas for the further research. Need to decide which ideas to abandon and which to research further. Some products may be too expensive to manufacture. Other products would probably not sell well. So these are the reasons due to which some ideas should be rejected. An idea may be very nice one, but the reason to be rejected is that is too expensive to produce. Next idea may be good according to you, but in the existing market that is not best for selling. So these can be the reasons for the rejection of some ideas. Okay, the next stage in the product development is decide if they will be able to sell enough for the product to be a success. So this is the next stage. The marketing department now looks in detail at the remaining ideas. They assess how large they think the sales would be and the likely size of the market share. A break-even analysis is carried out to see how many sales would be needed to cover the cost. Development cost should also be included. So this is very important stage. Once one idea is chosen, then the marketing department assess an analysis. What should be the quantity that should be produced? Definitely they will look into the market. What quantity can be sold? Then what quantity can be sold to cover the cost? That is called break even. So these are the stages of the product development. Okay, next stage is develop a prototype. Okay, prototype is just produce a sample. So a prototype allows the production department to see how it could be manufactured. It also allows them to foresee any problems with the manufacturing process. Many large companies use computer stimulations for part of this process. So this is the next stage to develop a prototype. Prototype is just produce few samples to check either our business can produce that good or not before a huge investing into the product. So this is a very wise stage to develop a prototype. Okay, after producing the prototype, the next stage in the product development is launch the product in one part of the country to test the market. Before producing a huge quantity to launch into the different parts of the countries or to the world. So this is very wise stage. After producing the prototype, if the prototype is a good experiment, then produce some quantity to test a part of the country. Either the people in that part of the country are encouraging or appreciating our product. If this is so, then the company will be encouraged to produce more and to launch the product into the other parts. So this is the stage now. The product is launched on one small part of the market. This allows the company to see how well the product sells without committing large amounts of the money for a national launch. If the product does not sell well, it can be altered or scrapped without too much harm to the company. So these are the benefits of launching a product in one part of the country. If there are some problems, it can be altered or scrapped at all without too much harm to the company. Okay, after this stage, the next stage is go to full launch of the product to the whole market. The product is launched onto the main market. This will probably the national market to begin with. Later, it could be exported. Okay, the next topic in this lecture is constraints on new product development. Okay, all the things coming into the mind of the businessman or the management of the business. Okay, what constraints can be there in developing the product? So this is the topic now. So we will discuss different reasons that can be constrained in the development of the product. So there is a wide range of the constraints on the business. These will restrict the number of the new products developed. First one is availability of the finance and resources. This is one of the very major reasons. Next is cost. Even when businesses have resources, the cost of developing new product may be prohibited. Also, in many markets, products have increasingly shorter lifespan. This means that less time is available to recover the development cost. So this is another constraints in the developing of the new product. This is the case in the industry, in the mobile industry. As you know, different features of the mobiles are coming at a rapid pace. So once you have purchased a new mobile, after a few days or after a few months, a new mobile is launched into the market, and the old one is like somewhat get less importance. So this is the case in some products. the lifespan of the product is very shorter lifespan. So this may be the constraint in the new product development. The next constraint is market constraints. There is little point in a business developing a new product unless consumers are prepared to purchase it at a price which can cover development and production cost. In addition, consumers can be resistant to change. So these are some reasons. Next is legal constraints. Firms cannot develop whatever new products they wish. Legislations must be taken into account. So this is one of the very important constraint in the product development, because for example, you cannot purchase anything you wish in some country. For example, in Islamic country, you cannot produce strong drinks because legislation does not allow you, as some products may be the other examples. So legal constraints are there in the product development. Next constraint is technology. The development of the technology can affect the type of the product or services provided. Technology may also affect the manufacturing process. So this is another constraint in the product development. So student, this was the topic for today. The topic was product development. So read this lecture again very carefully and make your notes. Thank you so much.